Let's make a cool S cookie. Grab your blue royal icing, and we're going to start by outlining this cookie with this blue royal icing. I like to go all the way as close to the edge as possible, but that is something you will gain as you practice more. So if you are not able to ice all the way to the edge or as close as the edge as possible, do not worry. It is something that takes a lot of practice. Same with being able to pretty easily decorate circle cookies. Getting the circle outline is really, really hard for a lot of professional cookiers, and it was a really big challenge for a long time and still until I decided to start decorating almost exclusively circles. So the more you decorate, the better you will get. That is my promise to you. And once you do the outline, you saw me do that about 3 times. I went around it and then I start filling from the center. I always like the outside edge to firm up a little bit before I put some pressure of this additional icing against it. Is it making a huge difference? No, but it could mean the difference of an overflowed cookie and a not overflowed cookie. So I'm gonna do it, and I don't know, maybe it looks more visually interesting. I also don't pipe all the way to the edge most of the time. You'll see I'm leaving a gap there to come in with my scribe. This is another way where I try and prevent having overflowed icing cookies. If you see cookiers who use 2 different consistencies, a line and a flood, a lot of time that is to avoid having to use your scribe. And if I was decorating like 100 of these cookies, I would be using a line and a flood. But I'm not decorating 100 of these cookies, and we're doing it together as beginners. And for beginners, we like to use a 1 consistency icing. We're gonna let that dry. You can see it went from really shiny to matte. I'm not saying it's gonna dry overnight. I'm just gonna say go work on some other cookies in this 90s doodle set. If you're doing this cookie outside of the 90s doodle set, go put the base on all of your cookies and then come back to it. That should be good enough. We're just looking for it to crust over. And then we're going to come in with our black and do the 3 lines that are parallel, well, 6 lines that are parallel to each other, and then you add your tops. I'm actually really curious if you make your cool S look like the steps you do to make your cool S. Mine was always 3 lines on top, 3 lines on bottom, and then you do your triangle. My triangle on the bottom does not look good here. And then this was the step I always had to think about. This is probably my dyslexia showing. Which way does the S go? Which way do these lines go to? I always forgot. Now, if you wanted to, you could let your cookie dry and then come back. By cookie, I mean let this outline dry and then come back and fill in everything. That could look very cool. But the other thing we're gonna do here is come in with the back of our scribe or the back of a spoon or a knife or something that has a pretty solid edge, and we're just gonna lightly tap to crush this in. I actually wasn't even gonna do this step, but I'm going to be fully transparent with you. I stuck my thumb into one of the cookies and it just crushed it a little bit because they were crusted over, right? And I thought, shoot, I really ruined it. And then I considered doing this technique, which is really popular. The Graceful Baker really likes to do this, and this is something that I don't typically do because I'm a really impatient cookier, and when you're impatient, you don't like things to dry enough to do things like this. So don't be like me unless you're doing the set to be like me to make the cool S. Check out all 5 cookies from the 90s Doodles collection and give them a try. If you do, please tag me literally anywhere online or email me.